opponents. Kane punished them and Gnabry unsettled them. But there was always a feeling that his team could score, and Madrid know if they strike first tonight, the memories of exits past will haunt this famous old ground. Bayern Munich have won all 5 of their home matches this season in the Champions League. They've only conceded 3 goals. Vincent Kompany has named an unchanged team from the first leg. Kimmich and Pavlovic bossed the midfield last week. Diaz and Kane scored the goals. Elise will be a threat again. Gnabry has survived an injury-scared start. Kane was rested against St. Pauli. He averages a goal every 67 minutes in a Bayern shirt this season. Vincent Kompany joined us straight after the game last week, told us that his team had earned the right to play in the manner in which they had been all season. Kylian Mbappe kept this tie alive. The 2 captains meet. Our referee tonight, the 2024 Champions League final official, Slavko Vincic. Manuel Neuer, one of those on a yellow card, alongside Upamecano, Tar and Konrad Laimer of Bayern, plus the Madrid trio of Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe, all one booking away from a suspension. There's no Thibaut Courtois, Rodrigo, Tchouaméni suspended, or Asensio for Real Madrid. In all, they make 4 changes from the first leg. It's a more physical lineup. Ferland Mendy replaces Carreras at left-back, who had a torrid day. That's in order to try and assert some control over Michael Elise. With Tchouaméni suspended, there's a shake-up in midfield. Valverde moves inside. Bellingham also starts for only the 2nd time since his injury. Mbappe received 3 stitches at the weekend in his head, but partners Vinicius Jr. in attack. Now, before we start tonight, there will be a moment of silence and respect for Jose Emilio Santamaria, the legendary Real Madrid and Uruguay defender who has passed away at the age of 96. An absolute titan of the game in Spain, Santamaria made 337 appearances for the club, winning 4 European Cups, 6 La Liga titles. He also proudly served as the manager of Spain at the '82 World Cup.
Santamaria, una de las figuras más destacadas en la historia del Real Madrid. El FC Bayern se une a nuestros amigos españoles con todo su respeto y condolencias. Levantémonos todos juntos para guardar un minuto de silencio.
One or 2 shouts during the middle of that silence, which didn't impress Kylian Mbappe, that is for sure. He was brilliant last week, Manuel Neuer. In a game where his team dominated, he still had to produce a number of big saves. And you get the feeling he might have some work to do tonight. He is looking for goal number 50 of the season. Yeah, he's been that good. It is the 2nd chapter of the season of one of Europe's great classics. One giant trying to shake off history, another trying to embrace it, harness it to save their season. And Steve McManaman and Steven Gerrard are here to enjoy it with us. Macca, there is an acceptance in Madrid that the title race is over after the weekend, so they'll pile absolutely everything into this, won't they?
Yes, they have to. Their nearest rivals were knocked out last night to Atletico Madrid. So the kudos is staying in this competition for as long as possible. It's a very difficult game. And I think on paper, Madrid have lost Tchouaméni, but they're arguably stronger than they were last week. So bring it on.
That's given away by Neuer, and he's straight to Arda Güler.
Whoa!
What he can do from range.
What?
He scored
What
one
just
from inside his own
happened?
half earlier in the season, so that was small fry for him.
What just 40 seconds in Madrid score? They collapse.
Real Madrid are back
What?
on terms. Manuel
What?
Neuer, so pivotal last
What?
week, has made a horrendous error.
What?
And Madrid lead by a goal to 0 in the Allianz.
What? Not up to 1 minute,
What can
40
you
seconds.
say?
Whoa,
The best goalkeeper in the world has come up with
whoa.
first minute. And what a finish by the young Turk.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Simple pass back. What is he thinking about with this?
What was that?
Just a simple ball to Arda Güler. I have no idea what he was looking at, but what a finish on his favoured left foot. Flies into the back of the net. What a start to this game. Look at the curl, sneaks in.
Well, it didn't take long for Real Madrid to hit back, and Kane trying to do exactly the same. Rifles it over the bar.
Now
well,
the game is
some people hadn't even taken their seats, Steven Gerrard, including Matt Hummels, who had to come up into our commentary position to get a replay of that event. What a stunning start.
Yeah, I'm still finishing a few selfies myself, but if the next 90 minutes is anything to go by, we're in for the right seat tonight.
Well, the game plan has almost gone out of the window, hasn't it? Arbeloa now can say, right, relax, we've got the goal. Let's not be too gung-ho, really. What a start.
Absolutely stunning start. Bellingham back in the team tonight. Wasn't involved from the start in the first leg, but is tonight. And this stadium stunned, Bayern Munich stunned. Mbappe.
What are you doing?
Bellingham. All of a sudden, everyone's just got to catch their breath and just take a beat. Both teams were in an attacking mood last week. Each of them had 20 attempts. And although Bayern Munich were the far better team, they now look up on that big scoreboard and realise that it's 2-2 on aggregate.
Yeah, Fede Valverde back in the Tchouaméni role, really. He's the one who's dropped deep in between Eder Militao and Tony Rudiger.
The old 4-3-3, isn't it, with Brahim Diaz being the most attacking of the midfield players. Güler just slightly to the left, Bellingham just playing slightly to the right. At times they might slip into a 4-4-2 with Brahim Diaz coming out to this right-hand side, but he will be given licence to join the attack. This is Pavlovic. There is something about this fixture. It just brings out something different in both these two teams. It'll be fascinating to see once it settles down how it maps out. I was going to ask you actually, Maka, whether you thought because of their 2-1 lead they'd play it safe or they'd go for the vote early on, but it doesn't really matter now.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it? All the good work.
Gulera's released Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz is just bounding up on the right-hand side. Mbappe's joining the attack, so is Bellingham. It's the best of passes from Vinicius Junior.
I was going to say, all that good work that they instilled last week, 2-1 lead, even though they played well, was forgotten about within 1 minute of the return leg.
The game is on now.
Amazing, because it was back in March, wasn't it, against Elche, that Arda Güler scored from inside his own half.
Yeah.
And that one was a little bit closer, but you knew as soon as it reached him, he was going to go for it. He's got that technique.
I mean, to be honest, it's not really difficult. The ball fell to him, he didn't have to have a touch. It was just about getting real good contact and accuracy. It fell on his favoured left foot, which of course helps. What a finish.
What? Again? What's wrong with this keeper today?
35 seconds on the clock. Real Madrid scored the fastest goal in the Champions League this season. This is Pavlovic. Kimmich breaking that ball through towards Elise. Cross comes Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's lost out to Luis Diaz, his former teammate at Liverpool. Diaz again chopping one way then the other, and then Trent stands up to him and it goes out for a corner kick. And Luis Diaz just trying to lift the crowd behind the goal. Vincent Kompany, who knew that for the first 74 minutes of that game last week at the Bernabeu, that was a template for success against Real Madrid. He'd be absolutely gutted that it's been undone within 35 seconds of this one.
Everybody edge of the box. Can Madrid counter-attack?
Bayern Munich already have their goal, 1-1. Oh boy, this
delivery towards that near post.
Bayern Munich! Bro, today, this game is fire, bro. 1-1, 6 minutes, 1-1 already. 6 minutes, bro.
And that just settles everybody into inside the Allianz. A stunning start from Real Madrid.
What a game!
Haven't laid down.
What
They punch straight back.
No Thibaut Courtois for Real Madrid. Big problem.
That's what they are
Last
doing
week,
today.
Andre Lunin
That is what they are doing today.
was under pressure every single corner
What
last
a
week,
game.
and the first one under his nose goes missing. Pavlovic, the easiest of headers.
Whoa.
What on earth the goalkeeper doing, I'll never know.
Oh, he has a disaster mark and he just falls back into the goal. He does
What's this
absolutely
keeper
nothing
doing?
for his team there. The Real
What
Madrid defenders are all
kind of
looking
fake
at him. He's in the
pass
back
is
of the net
that?
before the ball gets anywhere near him.
Well, have you brought your calculator? We thought
What
that
a
it might be a
game. I'm
rip-roaring
loving
contest
this.
between
I'm
these
loving
two.
this.
So far,
I'm
it
loving
has
this.
lived up to expectation. 1-1, 7 minutes gone.
This is a game.
Those high-scoring games, didn't we, in the last 16? We last year had some absolutely crackers games. In fact, Bayern were involved in a brilliant quarter-final with Inter last season, which they ended up coming out the wrong side of. This is Elise. He's got a different shadow tonight in Ferland Mendy. Madrid are hoping he does a little bit of a better job than Carreras managed last week. Diaz. Kimmich trying to slide it down the inside right channel. Back into Kimmich. There's a little kick out by Vinicius Junior there, then a little push as well. Vinicius Junior's got to be a little bit careful because he is one booking away from a ban. Elise trying to take on the Madrid defence and then rifling that straight at Rudiger. Back out wide it goes. Stanisic to Elise, flips it to the far post. Diaz trying to keep it alive. It's amazing, isn't it, in games like this, you come in expecting it to be a little bit more structured, it's not. All of a sudden Vinicius Junior is being pulled over Slavko Vincic. He's got involved in the emotions of things. A little bit of a telling off for the Brazilian.
Yeah, that was a slight foul. He just doesn't need to push. Kimmich doesn't need to get involved with
Jimmy,
that.
behave yourself. You already have a yellow card. This brother, can't see for something. See, bro, see.
Eder Militao. Took a deflection off with Gnabry, who's got it back again on this near side. Salisa. Upamecano. Real Madrid faltered at the weekend. Once more, they dropped points at home to Girona. Bayern didn't. They swept aside Sampoli with ease, and they do have such great firepower. Broken their record for Bundesliga goals already this season. There's still a few games remaining. This is Kimmich.
Damn!
And now Neuer. Just has to be a little bit more careful with his feet this time. Tar. We saw a lot of Bayern Munich ball possession last week as well, didn't we? After the early setback, they've just settled into the game now. Upamecano. Elise and Stanisic trying to combine on that far side. It's given away.
Chill out, chill out. Come on.
Thibaut Courtois is out with a thigh injury, which is why Lunin's in goal backer, isn't it? And he's targeting a return after the next round of this competition, but it might be too late by then.
Yeah, it's a huge loss. He struggled last week, Andre Lunin, unfortunately. A simple cross that he should deal with. He struggles again.
Bellingham and Kimmich go for the ball when it spills into the path of Diaz, then Kane. Pavlovic. Elise trying to trip it over the top. Stephen, how would you assess Bayern Munich's performance since they got the equaliser?
Yeah, I think they've got control of the game back again, but I tell you what's really interesting is Vinny Jr. and Mbappe, they just pick up them little cheap positions just off the two centre-backs, and what they're hoping for is that Bayern Munich turn the ball over in dangerous areas and they can really go and hurt them in transition and on the counter-attack, so Bayern have to be really careful that they don't make any mistakes in possession.
Lima. County's gone on the outside here. His cross is steered away by Eder Militao. It's out for another Bayern Munich corner, which will be of concern to that man, Alvaro Arbeloa.
Yeah, there's nothing new. Joshua Kimmich comes out in swinger right under the goalkeeper's nose. He did it all last week, he's done it today. They pinpointed Andre Lunin as a position of weakness.
Lunin making his 9th appearance of the season, his 4th in the Champions League, stepping in for Courtois. Only the semi-final between these two years ago as well. On that night it was Real Madrid that progressed, but Bayern will be big favourites after re-establishing their lead.
I don't know what
Kimmich's corner.
There's no Barcelona.
Again, it's into that dangerous area.
There's no...
Not as deep or as central as the previous one. Bit of wrestling going on, which leads to Marcano dropping to the ground. Arbeloa and his staff were convinced that the tie could be won. He was happy to say so yesterday as well. He has to really get a victory, otherwise it will be 2 seasons at the biggest club in the world without any major titles, and that doesn't happen very often. In fact, it hasn't happened for 16 years. He's come a long way. Gets there ahead of Vinny Jr.
Here is the game, here is the game.
Not a great kick from Neuer.
It's on his left foot again, he keeps putting it onto his left foot.
Wriggled away from Eder Militao though through Diaz, and then on to Elise, and then back to Diaz again, and that's a good tackle by Eder Militao. Slid in beautifully and got the ball.
Yeah, arm in the air, acknowledged his mistake.
In from Kimmich, in towards Gnabry, comes nicely for Luis Diaz. There was already a foul blow.
Almost.
By Slavko Vincic, the referee, for the initial foul, but this is that tackle. He had to make it.
Big 2-footed jump, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was electric last week, Luis Diaz. Absolutely superb. 23 goals this season in Bayern Munich colours. So there has been a change in personnel tonight for Real Madrid. Are you slightly happier with the shape?
Yeah. Ferland Mendy's the best defender, he just can't stay fit, so it's better that he's back in. And of course Jude's back in the team, Brahim Diaz, so absolutely got a few more bodies back Real Madrid, but it might all be a bit too late.
What? That's good, nice recovery.
The deficit's still only 1. They did get it back towards square for a brief moment. Here is Elise chasing with Ferland Mendy. It's just appearance number 6 of the season for him.
What
His best, he is defensively an elite left back who is great at shutting down wingers in one-on-one situations.
Nicely gone, Bayern Munich. Bellingham
dropping deep. moments when he does drop deep and looks to try and play that ball, there is always an option forward, because as Stephen was saying earlier, Mbappe and Vinicius Junior just staying up on the halfway line.
Yeah, and Bayern are really positive in their press, and they're more than happy to go 2-on-2. Jonathan Tah and Upamecano marking Kylian Mbappe and Vinny Junior. So he's very brave, Vinny Company, in what he wants his players to do.
What to do?
Lima. This is Kimmich. Diaz has lost his boot and has had to come off the pitch to put it back on again. This is Stanisic.
Come on, boy.
It's Elise attempting to get the cross in towards Harry Kane at the far post. Trent Alexander-Arnold deals with it. Further clear by Bellingham. Just need a bit of better out ball than that.
Yeah.
Trying to get it away under pressure from Vinicius Junior. It's Rudiger who gobbles it up. Arda Güler looking for Kylian Mbappe.
What?
The offside flag was up against him anyway, but that's just how devastatingly quick they can beat it when they want to pounce.
That's all it needs, Sam, yeah, just one turnover or one little sloppy play or an interception, and then Bayern are so positive, bold and aggressive. They're almost overconfident where they leave 1v1s or 2v2s on the back line, and Real Madrid will hit you if they get the chance.
This is Luis Diaz. And the goal scorer, Pavlovic. Last week was the first time since 2012 that Bayern had enjoyed a positive outcome against Real Madrid. They are making history all over the place right now. Probably say they're in greater form than Madrid. Diaz taking on Brahim Diaz. Trent Alexander-Arnold stops the cross, and then Fede Valverde gets them moving. Now Mbappe, he's got Vinicius Junior to his left. Arda Güler's gone through the centre. He did well to hold on to it and just wait for assistance to arrive. Mbappe is away again now, and he's got a great chance. He's just slipped at the vital moment.
What a miss for Kylian Mbappe!
Left foot, Kylian.
What a miss! Bro,
Brilliant run. Brilliant run and pick out. He's way onside. What's wrong with his left foot?
What about the pass from Vinny Junior? Wow, what a pass that
He pauses and lets it run across his box. Conrad Lima did so well. But that's the threat. That is the threat there.
And that's the reason, isn't it, while they're leaving those two up and ready to pounce.
It is the reason, but if you're Vinny Company, you've got to get some kind of protection in front of them. You know, you've got to try and stop them passes coming in and playing down the sides of the centre halves. The two number 6s for Bayern Munich have got to do more defensively.
Bellingham, Vinicius Junior.
See that area there when they play high, the space in behind.
Vinicius Junior trying to exploit that. He's exploited Upamecano, who's just about got back.
What a tackle!
Stuck out of foot and done brilliantly. Because there was a moment there where he was beaten.
Yeah, he did really well, Upamecano. Showed actually really good pace, didn't he?
Upamecano recovered the ball from Vinny. What a nice tackle.
Those two Madrid forwards will feel confidence just by the last 5-7 minutes of play. One chance by Kylian, he was just offside, then the second chance.
Most fans know how good it's been here this season to be a Bayern Munich supporter. Chelsea, Club Brugge, Sporting, Union Saint-Gilloise, Atalanta have all been devoured here this season. And in the last 18 years, no club have won here more often than Real Madrid. And they do possess the Champions League top scorer.
Good run by Bellingham that time. Forward.
Rudiger. Now taking over playmaking duties just for a moment. Looking up, waiting for a run. He's been involved in every game this season. Arda Güler is important to Madrid. There's not much movement in front of him and he's complaining. Alexander-Arnold finding Mbappe.
This is a game of the battle of the midfield.
Mendy. Arda Güler into Mbappe. The run is from Ferland Mendy, who's galloping into the Bayern penalty area.
What are you doing?
Got a bit of a nosebleed, then went down under pressure from Jonathan Tah. He thought he could have had a penalty.
Yeah, referee was in a wonderful spot.
Kane.
Oh, Harry Kane.
Eder Militao just hesitated.
What
Did well enough
cross.
to shape it into the path of Luis Diaz. It's back
cross
towards
one
Michael
was-
Elise.
oh.
Got stuck under his feet momentarily. Kane's got it back once more. And every time Bayern come forward, they do look a threat.
This was the challenge. Not really, just a slit really by Ferland. He's always going to ground, isn't he? With a lot of arms, he's pulling Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah's got his arms wrapped around him.
Always looking for penalty.
Did have a hold of him for a long time, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know what sustained holding is, but I'm guessing that probably was almost it. Halfway through the first half, a short one into Harry Kane, blocked by Mendy.
Okay, what
Comes
are
back
you
out
doing? Good ball.
Kimmich to strike, and it goes out for another corner.
This is the game.
It's Elise's turn to try and unsettle Andre Lunin. For Meccano and Tah up from the back. It's in towards the near post area. Militao did enough. Brahim Diaz then scoops it clear. Not what he was hoping for.
Always want to try something that is not working. Arsenal Sporting Species.
Just the one goal in it. PSG still waiting to learn who their opponents will be in the semi-finals. Diaz in an offside position. Mendy on the far side looked to have dropped a little bit. Bayern have smashed the record for goal scores in the Bundesliga season with 5 games to spare. They did it on Saturday. They scored 5 against St. Pauli, eventually taking them to 105 goals in the league. The last Bayern team to score over 100 goals in the league, also won 3 European Cups. And with the title almost secure, this is where their attention lies. Kimmich. Elise.
Come on, bro.
Dancing towards the edge of the area, his shot took a deflection. It's Ferland Mendy who did enough to steer it over the bar.
Yeah, chops inside, incredibly dangerous when he does that. Fede Valverde got across, just helping out.
I wonder what else you could do to protect Andre Lunin in these circumstances. Your defenders have got to take control. Harry Kane is in there to try and put pressure on him. Ferland Mendy just marshalling him.
Game is balanced and calm.
Well, he's got nothing on that. He's still bobbling around. What do you do in those circumstances, Stephen?
Well, look, he doesn't look comfortable. I think there's big responsibility on Valverde and Militao, who are just protecting that front space. That delivery was slightly higher there, so you're relying on your centre-backs to go and clear the middle of the 6-yard box. But Yeah, everyone's got to be on the toes, everyone's got to be that couple of inches bigger, and do your job and your responsibility for the team.
He looks terrified, the goalkeeper. There wasn't much contact there on him, he just comes and misses.
Elise, bit of space for Kimmich to turn. He rifles his shot goal once he got hold of that one.
What a save from Munich!
And he had to, because it was arrowing into the far corner.
Yeah, this is Vinny Jr. switching off. Mbappe was on Elise, and then the ball into Kimmich. Bypasses Vinny Jr. turning and hit. Simple enough for the goalkeeper.
Two French national team players.
It's corner after corner at the moment. This is number 7 of the night for Bayern Munich.
7 corner for Bayern Munich, 0 corner for Real Madrid.
In by Kimmich. Again, acquired a big strong header from Eder Militao. That might break for Arda Güler, and there may be a counter-attacking opportunity here for the rapid firepower of Real Madrid. Here's Vinicius Jr. looking for Kylian Mbappe. Neuer gets there ahead of him. It's aligned by the Frenchman. That's by design, that counter-attacking situation. Here is Vinicius Jr. Brahim Diaz trying to get away from Konrad Laimer, who just left something on him. That's going to be a free kick in a really dangerous position. Vincent Kompany's going absolutely mad on the touchline.
Yeah, you see it here. Brahim Diaz does a nice little flick. Konrad Laimer tries to stop, but there is a coming together. Just at the kneecap, catches him. Trent Alexander-Arnold over the ball, Stephen. We've seen him score from here.
Yeah, plenty of times. This is definitely his range. It's where the Goulart fancy it is, more of a left footer, you would say. You know, over your Trent, you know, you definitely fancy your chance. It's a lovely range for him.
Interesting to see if anybody lies down behind the wall, or are they all going to jump? Big wall, isn't it? Jonathan Tah, Harry Kane, Pavlovic. Stanisic in there, big wall.
Interesting the position that Brahim Diaz has taken up here. Ramon Neuer was just trying to shift them over a little bit. They weren't really paying that much attention.
Ready to go for Real Madrid. What?
I don't think he's entirely comfortable with their positioning.
How?
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
What are you doing, bro?
Standing over it, looking menacing. It's going to be Arda Güler instead, though. Oh my word, what a finish! He's done it again. What an absolutely sensational free kick from Arda Güler. And Arbeloa was right. They are the team that never give up. They are the team with 15 European Cups and countless comebacks. And they know in this situation that they're never beaten to their beaten. They're ahead in the Allianz on the night. It's all square and aggregate again. And it's another stunning goal.
Oh, what a hit. Left foot, curling away from Manuel Neuer, strange from the goalkeeper. Just sort of stepping and he's batting the ball out from behind the line. Stephen, what do you think about that?
Well, Arda Güler's had the best half an hour he's ever going to have in a Real Madrid shirt. You know, 2 goals have been absolutely outstanding. The second one better than the first.
Yeah. Should he have got it, the goalkeeper, when you see that?
I think it's right in the postage stamp. I think it's absolute perfection to get it up and down and that accurate. Absolute wonderful free kick.
I didn't think he was happy with the wall before the free kick. I wonder what Joe Hart will say about that at half-time. It'll be fascinating to hear. But
who chose Joe Hart tonight? We've had 2 goalkeeper errors and a goal and a postage stamp free kick where I think Neuer should have got there. It was a strange save, I thought. I can't wait to hear Joe.
Joe can have all the headlines he wants.
Joe will be in the papers tomorrow now. What a game.
Whoever booked him gets a gold star.
Absolutely.
And at the moment, the gold star is going to Arda Güler, who's stolen the headlines in the Allianz in the opening half an hour of this Champions League quarter-final. Vincent Kompany, who had such problems against Real Madrid when he was a player, now finding just how tricky they can be to negotiate as a head coach. Diaz. Kimmich. Elise looking for Gnabry, and Rudiger fell on the ball and almost gave it away. Those accusations of handball the referee's played on. Diaz is continuing the Bayern surge.
Behind Diaz, the former
I mean, Real Madrid were ahead for 5 minutes after the first Arda Güler goal. Can they get to half-time, regroup? Or are they going to self-implode like they did early on with the goalkeeper?
They're going to need a little bit more discipline, aren't they? And they've got to make sure that goalkeeper is protected if they give away any set pieces. They've probably given away far too many corners in the first period. Elise, Kimmich. This is Konrad Leimer. Pavlovic floating that over to the former Crystal Palace and Reading man. Delivers a lovely cross looking for Kane. It was really well dealt with by Eder Militao, who's got a bit of an issue here.
Great header from him, wasn't it? Defensive header. He's up, Eder Militao.
There's a couple of strong tackles there.
What a
lovely
dummy.
little step over from Arda Güler, and now Bellingham has released Brahim Diaz, who couldn't square it into Kylian Mbappe. All of a sudden, Bayern Munich look a little bit perplexed.
The Arda Güler dummy was exceptional. Some classy play, isn't it, Stephen?
Wow, I mean, everything he touches turning into goal. Some performance so far.
He had a great start to the season, 3 goals in his first 8 games of the campaign. But he'd only scored once since. He's got 2 absolute belters tonight.
Yeah, he was the person who was supposedly going to replace Luka Modric. A lot of faith in him from Xabi Alonso, and now from Alvaro Arbeloa as they break yet again.
Vinicius Junior running into traffic and losing the ball to Kimmich. They found Kane, who evades Bellingham. 2 England colleagues coming together. Bellingham very fulsome in his praise of Harry Kane in yesterday's pre-match press conference.
There's a lot more physicality in there though with Bellingham, isn't it? Bellingham, Fede, and then you've got the artistry of Arda Güler.
Kimmich.
Shoot from there, bro.
Just didn't quite get hold of it.
There's a lot of discussion about, Jude Bellingham, and, should he start in this England team and should he play as a 10 or play as an 8? I think what he's showed so far is he's got an aura in the middle of the pitch. He's powerful. He knows how to play the position, and he's a big game player. Receive the ball in any moment. I've been really impressed with Jude so far. He's made a massive difference to this Madrid midfield so far.
Absolutely.
I think we were really impressed when he came on last week, weren't we? He changed them a bit.
Yeah, I was a little bit critical of the manager beforehand that he never played, because he played a number of cameos, but when I spoke to Jude afterwards, he said he wasn't ready, and the manager's been brilliant with him and has looked after him and minded his minutes on the pitch. So it was the right decision by Arbeloa, and you're going to get the best out of Jude Bellingham tonight, hopefully.
It's a free kick in favour of Antonio Rudiger, which gives me the opportunity to tell you about what's coming up tomorrow, because if you think tonight's good, well, tomorrow's going to be pretty special as well. We've got the Europa League game between Nottingham Forest and Porto, which is finally poised 7 p.m. tomorrow night, TNT Sports 1. The winner of that plays the winner of Aston Villa against Bologna, which is on TNT Sports 2 tomorrow at 7 p.m. You would like to think that Crystal Palace have already got most of the job done. They're away at Fiorentina tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, live on TNT Sports 3. They are 3-0 up, but they want to get into their first ever semi-final.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, all in really good positions. Let's hope they can get the job done.
Alexander-Arnold's found Bellingham, who swept that out beautifully to Mbappe. trying to take on Upamecano. Bellingham's gone wandering into the box. Vinicius Junior takes over the attack. Bellingham again very quick to cover the ground and get across to try and disrupt the Bayern defence.
I mean, Bayern have dominated the possession, but they don't look as in control as they did last week, did they? They look better at the Bernabeu.
I think the big difference is that Madrid are defending a lot better on the sides. You know, Trent and Mendy getting out a lot quicker, dealing with the 1v1.
Come on.
Valera's just lost his comrade Lima, who was looking for Kane. There was a little bit of a tumble from Lima, who's accusing Valera of giving away a penalty. Stanisic is bounding into the box and he's forced a save from Lunin. And was there a handball on Mendy?
That's a handball!
Again, it's waved away by the referee. Flicked back in by Elise, down towards Kane. Trying to make room for the shot, needs a bit of support. Lima provides it. Luis Diaz. And eventually Madrid just edge it away to safety.
Yeah, it can't be handball, it was too close, regardless of whether it hits his arm or not.
The referee's indication was it was too high up the arm. Here's Upamecano looking for Kane. He's got that room.
Goal!
Goal number 50 for the season for England's talisman. The hurricane continues to destroy.
That's what they are doing.
All before him.
Go for Harry.
Unstoppable, irrepressible Harry Kane gets the 4th goal of the night. Bayern level on the night and ahead once more. What a roller coaster first half.
I love it.
What an
You guys
amazing
are
first
so
half.
great.
It took Bayern 5 minutes to get into the first equaliser. It's taken them 9. Just Bayern since that goal, and it was a lovely ball by Upamecano. As the ball goes across the pitch and gets fed out, he just drops off Harry Kane in between Militao and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he has to go forward, Trent, and get on Harry Kane's back.
Nice goal for Harry Kane.
But this was a lovely ball by the centre defender, but this is too easy. Great run by Diaz to clear the space, and Harry Kane is not missing from that distance.
You know, you can't give him that time and space in the box. It's a 2v2 once the pass is made. Real Madrid players have got to get a lot tighter, a lot quicker, be more aggressive. You can't give Harry Kane half a second in that box or he'll punish you like he does.
What a season. He can bang the ground all he likes, but that, by the way, is a wonderful goal. And there's the pass appreciation. And they've got to come from behind again.
Mbappe is down. Don't worry, don't be too high. Get up, play football. Brother, play football, my friend, play football.
Bumping into Luis Diaz and then escaping his grasp, now taking on Kimmich, pushing him away, bounding forward, feeding the ball into Trent Alexander-Arnold, looking for the return, it goes towards Mbappe, he just went behind him.
The problem is
Cracking run from Jude Bellingham. Eder Militao on Harry Kane here. Kane's gone over, and the yellow card is coming out for Eder Militao.
Yeah, ridiculous challenge, wasn't it? Look at the position of the pitch where he's on.
that challenge was of no need.
He's 70-80 yards away from his own goal, and he commits a challenge like that. What on earth?
After the there was no need for that challenge.
Infuriate you as a coach, that wouldn't it? You know, you've still got all the second half to play, probably another 6-7 minutes of this half, and you're on a tight rope with the yellow card. I mean, imagine Real Madrid went to 10 men after shoot a tackle like that.
I know.
What you gonna do now?
Tell you what, this game is on a knife edge and it'll keep you watching all night. But when you're finished, you might want to look at the long-awaited third season of Euphoria. It's finally here, with new episodes dropping every week on HBO Max, which is also the only place to catch up with seasons 1 and 2 as well.
This game is going to end maybe.
Great ball.
Vinicius Junior trying to get the bear before Upamecano, and he does, and he's hit the bar. Well, he raced away. It was a perfect ball into his path, and he got the shot away, but he couldn't keep it in between goalkeeper and bar. He hit the woodwork.
Yeah, Brahim Diaz, great ball in. Thought about the chip, and in the end he controls it. and tries to whip it over Manuel Neuer's head. This game's not finished at all, is it?
Bro.
Brahim Diaz going down the outside, toiling, trying to get away from Lima. Lima holding him off really well. Luis Diaz. By Harry Kane into Elise, lovely, back to Kane again.
I love it.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Stanisic. Elise's come out to this near side now and no one's followed him. This is Gnabry. Just took a heavy touch. It was pretty fortunate for Real Madrid because Elise was lurking on this near side. No one was marshalling him. Off goes Vinicius Junior again, running this time at Jonathan Tah, trying to come infield, feeds Mbappe, feeds Mbappe, and he's got another chance to make it 3-2 Real Madrid on the night, 4-4 on aggregate. This stunning game of football takes another dramatic twist. Kylian Mbappe once again.
Real Madrid is not letting this go.
Another goal for him, his 40th of the season.
4-4 aggregate. Real Madrid is not letting this go.
Bayern Munich have gone crazy because Stanisic is.
Now who's going to score next now?
But it's not a head injury, he's holding his leg and he wants to stop the play. But within seconds, Madrid are down the other end.
Who is scoring next?
It's the challenge. Rudiger leaving the left foot out. But you know what, it's fine, Harry Kane loses it. Bellingham to Vinny Junior. Now, he's not running at Upamecano, he's running at Jonathan Tah. And what about this for the pass?
What a nice pass.
The world's best player slots it away. Mbappe is not missing from there, is he? 3-2. And Vinny Company, he is still taking chances, Stephen, isn't he? He's not shutting up shop.
Go for Kylian.
This is it. You know, you ask your fullbacks to be so aggressive in possession. You give the ball away, you turn it over, and it leaves you really vulnerable at the back against Vinny Junior or Kylian Mbappe. 2v2s, 1v1s. It's so dangerous because they can kill you.
Is that the coach's responsibility to sort that out? When it's happened twice already before. This is the third time that they've managed to strike tonight.
This is what I can't understand because, Sam, when you're buying and you've got full control and you're in front, you've got everything going how you want it to go, why would you want your fullbacks to be so gung-ho at such important times in the game? Keep them at home, keep it as a 2v1. You've got Vinny Junior and Mbappe, two of the most dangerous people in transitional counter-attacks.
You can't get back to 2-2 and then think we're going to try and get 3-2, 4-2. Just shut up shop till half-time and regroup. Get Kimmich to sit in the back, in between Jonathan Tah and Upamecano till half-time.
So much to unpick at half-time, and the guys in the studio will certainly do that. The goal has been given. Vincent Kompany's also been given a yellow card for protesting about the fact that Stanisic, he felt, was fouled in the build-up to that goal. That yellow card means he won't be on the bench for the first leg of the semi-final. He misses the next match as a result of that. That's a mistake by Conrad Lima, and here they come again, steaming forward in white. It's Mbappe with Bellingham to his right-hand side, sliding it to the near post. Brahim Diaz was trying to reach it, but it was too close to Neuer.
Did it again, Conrad Lima going forwards, gets caught, counter-attacked. But no, Stanisic may have been fouled, but the referee didn't give it. It wasn't a head injury, you play on.
Kimmich. Well, we could be in for a very long night tonight, by the way, if it keeps going like this and they keep trading blows, and they have all evening. We'll have extra time and penalties if it stays like this, but you'd be a fool to predict that it would stay like this after what we've seen in the opening 45 minutes.
Well, me and Stephen with Becky before said there'd be plenty of goals. You just didn't know which way it'd go. It's ebbed and flowed all night, and it's still going to be the same, isn't it?
2 minutes of added time at the end of a stunning first 45 minutes of football. I think we all felt that Vincent Kompany's team didn't look impenetrable last week. Madrid had a lot of chances despite having to soak up a lot of pressure.
Sam, look where Lima is now. He's almost like a number 10.
And look where Mbappe is. Pavlovic is marking Mbappe. If that's a race,
here we go.
there's one person who wins.
Well, it is a race now.
Yeah.
Here is Brahim Diaz. He's just overrun it slightly, and Pavlovic has snaffled it up. But there was an opportunity there to play Mbappe down that right-hand side. We're into the second of 2 added minutes at the end of the first 45. Elise. Just overhit it. Well, he hasn't been as influential tonight as he was last week, Elise, but that's probably down to Furlan Mendy being in the team.
He's a better defender, he is. More savvy, more experienced. Alvaro Carreras, as we know, is a new signing. Takes a while to bed in. Furlan Mendy's been around the block.
What a first half. Drama never too far away when these two meet. 2024 semi-final, which Real Madrid won 4-3 on aggregate, still haunts those in this city. They thought they'd won it. And then Joselu scored twice in the final 2 minutes of the second leg at the Bernabeu to send Madrid to Wembley. We could have a similar dramatic evening tonight. It is very, very tight. That means anything can happen. Harry Kane's on the score sheet. Arda Güler's on the score sheet twice. Mbappe